New chapter comparing quantities. So comparing quantities means it is you want to compare between two persons, height of one person with height of another person. So or you want to compare the marks of one person, one student with the marks of another student. We follow certain quantities here to compare this. We have certain measures to compare the two things. So let us see now, first type, it is the ratio and percentages. To compare two things, we use either ratio or also percentages. Then what is ratio? As you have learned all these things in the lower classes itself. So what is ratio? Ratio means it is a comparison between two quantities of the same kind.
Two quantities of the same kind.
It should be of the same kind. So for example, so height of one person, height of first person with the height of second person, So it should be the height with height only. You cannot compare one person with the height, other person with the weight if you give. So suppose person A is having height of 5 feet and B is having weight of 50 kg. You cannot compare this. You cannot compare this one. So they are of different kinds. One is height, other one is weight. You cannot compare between A and B. To compare A and B, either I should take both the heights or both weights only. Same kind, it should be of same kind. That is the meaning of same kind. So we should compare the two things of the same kind. Okay. So now what is percentage means, you know, between comparison between two marks of two students. We convert that into percentage because suppose a boy A scored 20 marks. So boy B scored 40 marks. Now if I ask you to compare between these two, so if you say this, if you do not know for how many marks it was conducted, test was conducted out of how much? If you do not know, it is not possible to compare. Suppose if this is conducted out of 25, this is conducted out of 50. Now if I ask you, who has taken more marks means, so it is not directly you cannot compare, therefore you need to convert them into percentage. This is out of 25, this is out of 50. Compare them means,
So we should convert it into percentage.
you should convert them into out of 100. Out of 100, see for 20 marks it is out of 25. Suppose that it been conducted out of 100, how much you would have scored? 20 it is out of 25. Suppose that it been conducted out of 100 means, so it 80%. So the A score is 80%. Same way B percentage, so if he has scored 40 out of 50.
80%. But both are same.
See now 51s or 52s, so this is also 80% only. So but when you look at these marks only, if I ask A scored only 20, B scored 40 means, somebody says, oh B is very good. But both are good, equally good. So their percentage is same. So when you are comparing, we will compare out of 100. That is, out of how much it is conducted, it is out of 25, the second one out of 50. Just looking the marks, if you compare, then it will not give you a clear picture. So it should be converted to percentage, then you can compare that. So these are the two things we use mainly to compare the things, to compare the quantities. We are going to use either ratio or percentages. So let us learn with some examples. 20 apples and 5 oranges. Now there are 20 apples in a basket. A basket contains some fruits here. This basket contains some fruits. In these fruits, we have 20 apples and 5 oranges. 5 orange. Okay. Now you can compare this one. Orange is to apple. So this we read as is to. 1 is to 4. See, orange, we have 5 oranges. Apples, we have 20. So if you simplify this 5 by 20, 5 ones are 5 fours are. It is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is same as 1 is to 4. So, see 1 is to 4. This symbol, we read it like this. Is to. 1 is to 4. This is the symbol we use. Okay, so symbol to represent the ratio. And here, number of oranges here. So when you compare this number of oranges, look at this, it is 1, this one is 4. If there is 1 orange, apples will be 4. So therefore, you can write 1/4 of the number of apples. If apples are 4, orange will be 1. If apples are 8, orange will be 2. It is always 1/4 of the number of apples that there are. We are comparing like this. So how this orange and apple put in the box, in the basket. So oranges, the number of oranges kept in the basket is always 1/4 of the number of apples. So that is how you can compare with orange with apples. Now again if I change this one, apples is to oranges. So apples 20, oranges 5. You can write the same thing, 20 divided by 5. It is 4 out of 4 by 1. You can read this as, you can read it as 4 is to 1. So here how you can say this one, the number of apples are 4 times the number of oranges. So if this is x, orange is x, this will become 4x. Whatever that is there, the orange, number of oranges, you multiply that one by 4, that will give you the number of apples. So it is always 4 times the number of oranges. Orange is 10 means apple will be 40. Orange is 100 means apples will be 400. It is always 4 times the number of oranges. So this is the sentence giving you the comparison between the apple and orange. The same thing we said in different way when you are asking the number of oranges. So it is 1/4 of the apples here, in the reverse way. The same thing we are telling in another way, apples is 4 times the number of oranges. So we are comparing the apples and oranges here. Okay, so now you can see as this was comparison done using ratio. There are 2 sentences as I said here. This is one sentence which gives you a clear comparison between the apple and this is another one. These are the 2 sentences. So gives you the comparison between the apples and oranges using the ratio. These 2 comparison done with the help of ratio. Now the same again the comparison can also be done using the percentages. So let us compare this one. There are 5 oranges out of 25 fruits. A basket contains, as you know that, so basket is full of fruits. So as we said in the beginning itself, what was the oranges? 20 apples and 5 oranges. Total fruits how many? Total fruits in the basket?
Sir, 25.
25. Here 25 fruits. See this one. There are 5 oranges out of 25 fruits. 5 oranges out of 25 fruits. Just like the marks, out of how many marks you have scored? Like that we asked, no? It is 25 out of 25 fruits, 5 oranges are there. What is the percentage of oranges now? See, 5 oranges out of 25. This is total fruits. Out of total fruits, we have only 5 oranges. So percentage means you multiply it by 100. So why do you multiply it by 100? Just like look at this now. So I say this 5 by 25. I want to convert this into out of 100. That means denominator should have 100. For this you multiply 100.
25 to 4.
Look at this. 100 by 100 you multiply. And cancel this one. 25 ones are 25 fours are. So this 100 will remain. 5 fours are 20. 20 by 100. So now this is 20 per cent. Cent means 100. 20 per means this division. Cent means this is cent. See, this is out of 100. So we write this in the form of a symbol 20%. This is a symbol for percentage. So same thing, just you multiply. See, this answer we are writing 20%. What we are doing? 25. This 100 only we are writing. 100 only I am writing. This is actually what it means. 25. 5 by 25 into 100 by 100. Okay, so then if you cancel this and retain this 100 here, then it becomes 20 by 100. It is same as 20%. Just for calculation, just you write 100 and divide this one 20 you will get, and write in terms of percentage. So this is, in short, we write like this, 20%. Multiply it by 100. Any ratio or fraction, multiply it by 100. So it converts into percentage. So that is the percentage of oranges. So now, the same thing you can do it by unitary method. So unitary method also you can compare. See now, out of 25 fruits, the number of oranges are 5. How many oranges? In a basket contains 25 fruits. So this contains 25 fruits. Out of these 25, oranges are 5. So this is a sentence. Total fruits 25, number of oranges 5. Now if the total fruits 100 instead of 25, if I take a basket containing 100 fruits, then the fruits number of fruits is 100. So what is the number of oranges? Just like this. First you write this 5 out of 25. This 5 out of 25. 5 by 25. Transfer this one to 100. Right side. 100. See, just I write one more sentence. So total fruits 25. Number of oranges 5. If total fruits is equal to 25, then the number of oranges is 5. If total fruit is 1, unitary method, then the number of oranges will be 5 divided by 25. Unitary method. If 25 fruits are there, orange will be 5. If just only one fruit means
Sir,
you cannot. 5 by 25, that is nothing but 1 by 5. So if total fruits 100, then number of oranges will be how much? 5 by 25 into 100. So this step I have written directly. 25 is 25, 4 is 5, 4 is 20. See, same thing we are getting out of 100. This is out of 100, we are getting 20. Same when we are comparing with the percentage, 20%. Out of 100, 20% means out of 100. Here also in unitary method, if the total fruits are 100, then we are getting the number of oranges 20. So either you can do it by unitary method or by the percentage way. This is the way of comparison between the two things, apples and oranges. So now look at this. This basket contains apples and oranges. We have put some apples and oranges here. As we calculated the percentage of apples and percentage of apples we have not calculated. Percentage of oranges we have calculated by both unitary method as well as percentage. What is the percentage of oranges here? 20%. Out of 100 we have 20. Now always remember this. This contains apples and oranges. So if I add the percentage of apple and the percentage of orange, then this percentage of apple and percentage of orange should be equal to 100, because this is out of 100. This is also out of 100. So therefore, out of 100, what is the number of fruits, apples? Out of 100, what is the number of oranges? That is a percentage. When you add the percentage of apple and the percentage of oranges, it should be equal to 100. This is we are calculating out of 100. So 100%. One basket means 100%. In that 100%, what is the percentage of apple? What is the percentage of oranges? So you should know. So now you already calculated it is 20. Apples percent, orange percent is equal to 100. Once you know one quantity percentage, then you can calculate the other percentage by subtracting from 100. Total is equal to 100. Transfer 20 to the right side. What happens? 100 minus 20. So it is 80%. You got it? How you will get this percentage of apples?
Yes, sir.
Since percentage of orange is 20%. So therefore percentage of apple is 80%, remaining out of 100. Suppose if I change this percentage of orange is 30%, what will be the percentage of apples?
Sir, 70%.
70. Yes, good. So suppose if I give the percentage of apple is equal to 60, what will be the percentage of oranges?
Sir, 40%. 40.
So you subtract from 100. So then you will get the percentage of the other thing. So here only two things. If you know one thing, then the other thing's percentage can be calculated using this. You should keep in mind total percentage is always it is equal to 100. Sum should be equal to 100 only. Now the basket contains, so therefore basket contains 20% oranges and 80% apples. Total it should be 100%. The fruits. So 20% oranges plus 80% apples. Okay. Now let us take one example question here. This is an example question. A picnic is being planned in a school. Picnic is being planned in a school for 7th girls only. So see 7th standard. Picnic is being planned in a school for 7th standard students. Girls are 60%. Remember this? So girls are 60% here. The girls are 60% of the total. 60% of the total number of students. The percentage of girls given 60%. Can you tell me what will be the percentage of boys?
40%.
See, girls are 60%. Total students, we do not know what is the total students. But girls are 60%, then naturally boys must be, percentage of boys must be, because just like orange and apple, only two fruits. Here only two type of boys and girls. We have two types of sex, that is boys and girls. If girls are 60, then naturally other things should be boys. So therefore it is 40%. And now another thing, and are in 18 number. So that girls are 18 number. This girls percentage is given, percentage of girls is 60%, and they are the same thing, it is equal to 18. See, the girls percentage is also given and the number is also given. What is the use of this one? Can you tell me?
Sir, so that we can calculate the number of boys, sir, by...
Not only number of boys.
60 by 100 into 80.
Say, look at this. This is a 60.
And the total number of students.
You can calculate directly first total number of students. 60% of total is equal to 18. So therefore you can calculate total strength. From the total strength, then you can calculate later the boys. First you have to calculate the total strength. So that is the benefit of this one. Since the girls percentage is also given, the girls number also given, both are same only. It is in percentage and it is the exact number. Both should be equated, then you will get the total students. So now let us go to the next part. The picnic site is 55 km from the school and the transport company is charging at the rate of ₹12 per kilometer. Transportation, vehicle charge, ₹12 per kilometer. And the total cost of refreshment is 4,280. Refreshment charge is 4,280. Can you tell these questions? Now there are some questions. The ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys in the class. You want to find out the number of girls
Sir, 3:2.
number of boys. How you will get it?
Sir, first we have to calculate the total number of students and we can subtract the total
Okay.
students.
So now
Then we can also do it by 60.
percentage of girls.
So 50 is
So
to
look at this. Percentage of girls is equal to 60%. Okay. 60% of total. Number of girls. Number of girls is 60% of the total. So number of girls is given 18. 18 is equal to 60 by 100 into total. Now you simplify this one. So I want total. Total is equal to transfer this one to left side. 18 into 100 by 60. Simplify this now. So what is the answer you will get? 0, 0 cancels.
30.
6, 3 is a, so 30. Number of girls is equal to 30. So now, number of girls you got. What is the number of boys? Number of boys is equal to total students minus girls. 30 minus.
Sir, 30 minus 60.
What is the number of boys? What is the number of boys? 12.
12.
So number of boys 12. So therefore you can write your ratio. Number of girls 18, number of boys 12. So you can write 18 by 12. Divide this one.
Sir, 3 is to 2.
6 2s are 6 3s are. So 3 by 2 and it is same as 3 is to 2. So this is 3 is to 2. So we got the ratio number of girls to number of boys is 3 is to 2.
Sir, sir, we can also do it by taking ratio 60 is to 40.
2?
Sir, 60 is to 40.
See there is another
Sir,
method.
that is equal
Compare the
to-
percentage. Percentage of girls is to percentage of boys. Okay, percentage of girls it is given 60%. Good. It is percentage of boys naturally remaining out of 100 40%. So 60 is to 40. So now if you simplify 60 by 40, so you will get
Sir, we will
3
get
is to 2. 3 is to 2 or 3 is to 2. So you can do directly using percentage also because it is ratio. So ratio between the number of girls to number of boys. So since they ask the number of girls only, let us substitute here and then find out. Ratio between the percentage of girls to percentage of boys they have not asked it. So the ratio between the number of girls to number of boys. So therefore let us find out the number of boys and then substitute here. That was done in the percentage method. The same question the other person will do it in unitary method. So there are 60 girls. So 60% means 60 girls. There are 60 girls. So out of 100, 60 girls are there. There are 60 girls. You can write it. There are 60 girls out of 100 students. 100 students. This is the first statement we will get from the percentage. If there is only one girl, so there is one girl. Can you tell me out of how much? Out of?
Sir, 60 or 100.
Out of 100 by 60. No, unitary method. 60 girls means total will be 100. One girl means 100 by 60 here. See, 60 girls are means total will be 100. Just only one girl means how many total will be there means 100 by 60. Now, since there is only one girl means 100 by 60. If there are
Sir, we will get 5 by
there are 18 girls means total students will be
Sir, 100 by 60.
100 by 60 into 18.
18.
So you simplify this one. 0 0 cancels. 6 1s are 6 3s are. So 0 0 cancels.
Sir, 30.
So 30. Total students is equal to 30. If you get total students 30, boys will be equal to 30 minus 18. It is equal to 12. Now girls is to boys. Girls is to boys is equal to, so girls 18, boys 12. So this ratio, what is the answer you will get? 3 is to 2. 3 is to 2.
3 is to 2.
See, this is by unitary method. We followed the unitary method. The previous method was by percentage. We calculated the percentage of boys and the percentage of girls, and then using that we calculated the number of boys and girls. So then we found out the ratio between girls and boys. So now by unitary method we calculate the number of girls, number of boys, then we substituted in the ratio. So you can compare by any method. So now the second question, the cost per head if 2 teachers are also going with the class. So you need to calculate the cost per head if 2 teachers are also joining this trip, going with these students. So now to find out you have to find out the total cost here. Total cost, you have to add this transportation charge as well as the other expenses. Okay, first let us find out the transportation charge. Transportation charge. What is the transportation charge?
Sir, 12 into sir, 12 per kilometer.
Look at this, rate is given. You can see the rate. So the 12 per kilometer. What is the distance between the school
Sir,
to the picnic spot? 51. Now you have to find out the transportation. See, rate is
Sir,
12.
12 into 55.
Look at this now. So since
Sir, it goes
55 kilometer,
55 into 2
total transport expenditure 12 rupees per kilometer. Rate is 12 rupees per kilometer. 55 kilometer. So then you calculate the transportation expenditure now. So you can calculate the
Sir, 12 into 55. Sir, 55 into 2 into 12.
55.
2 into 12. Sir, for both going and coming.
Going, up and down, per kilometer it is 55. 55 into 2 times they are going. Total distance covered is 55 into 2. And the rate is per kilometer 12. Why it is 2? So it is
Sir, because for
both
both sides.
sides. Picnic spot is 55 kilometer away from the school. So then return journey also 55 kilometers. So totally 2 times 55. Then per kilometer 12 rupees. So now if you multiply, what is the amount you are going to get? It is
Sir, 1,320.
rupees 1320. This is the total transportation charge. Is it clear? Now total expenditure. Total expense, let us see now. Total expense. So transportation charge. Plus refreshment charge. So now using this you can find out the total expenditure. What is the transportation charge and the refreshment charge? Transportation charge is refreshment. Look at the question once again. Refreshment charge they have given 4,280. So let us substitute here 4,280. So add these two 0, 8 plus 2, 10, 6, 5,600 rupees. So this is the total expenditure. So now let us see the total number of persons here. What is the total number of persons we are having here?
Sir, 32. Boys, 32.
How? Total number of persons? 18 girls plus 12 boys plus 2 teachers. So total it is 32. Total students here 30 and 2 teachers. Total number of persons here is equal to 32 persons now. So now you tell me what is the question now? The amount spent per 1%. What is the amount spent per cost per head you want to calculate? So now we have to calculate the total cost per head. The cost per head. That means cost per person. Total amount is 5,600 divided by 32. So if you simplify 5,600 divided by 32, divide this one. Okay, rupees 175. If you divide this one, you will get the answer 175. This is the cost per person. The amount spent per person, it is equal to amount spent per person. So the cost per head, how to calculate? First you have to calculate total transportation charge and also total expenditure including the transportation and refreshment charge. It is total 5,600. And the total persons they are going here, 18 girls, 12 boys and 2 teachers, total 32. So for 32 persons, amount spent is 5,600. So that means for one person 5,600 divided by 32. So it gives you the one expenditure for one person. Like this, if their first stop is at a place of 22 kilometers. So while going to the picnic spot, so on the way they give one stop. First stop is at 22 kilometers from the school. What percent of the total distance of 55 kilometers is this? Now they have given the stop at 22 kilometers and the total distance is 55 kilometers. What percentage?
55 into 100.
Ah.
22
So now percentage of distance of first stop is equal to, out of 55 it is only 22 kilometers. Then out of 100 means multiplied by 100 now. So now what is that? Now you calculate, if you divide this one, what is the answer you will get?
The 40.
So you simplify this one. 11 2s are 11 5s are. Okay. 5 1s are 5 20s are. 22s are 40
Sir, 40.
40
40%.
So that means they covered 40% of the distance. The first stop is at 40% distance. So now, say this is the question up to here, this is the question now. What is the percent of total distance they covered now? The percent of the total distance, the first stop is 40%. The next question, what percent of the distance is left to be covered?
60%.
The remaining.
Sir, 100 minus 40. 40%.
100 minus 40, 60%.
Distance percentage of the remaining distance now. So now that is total 100 minus 40, it is 60%. So now 60% is left out of the total distance. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you can do this in a unitary method also. The same thing you can do it in unitary method also, the comparison distance. So now out of 55 kilometers, so that means first stop 22 kilometers are travel. First stop 22 kilometers travel. Okay. Suppose if it is out of 1 kilometer, unitary method, out of 1 kilometer, how much distance is covered? 22 by 55
Sir, 22
kilometer travel. Now the total, now out of 100 I want. Out of 100 kilometer, 22 by 55 into 100. So it gives you 40%. 40%. That means 40 kilometer. Out of 100, 40 kilometer. Then how much? That means 40 kilometer or 40% you can write.
100 minus 40.
So now it is percentage 100, 40% now. Now what is the remaining distance? Remaining left out means, so remaining distance, it is 60%.